Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Nemesis Leo Prime figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We'll then have a detailed look at him in both of his modes, help you decide how you want to display him. We can see how his Evo Fusion gimmick works as well. And then of course we'll have to do some comparisons with him and the original owner of this mould, and indeed some of the other Legacy Evolution figures, and indeed some movie line figures, just to give you an idea of scale comparisons as well. So as I start to pop all these away, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel to hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. And the other thing is, for anybody wondering, I got this figure from In Demand in the UK, and that's because it's out already over here. So before we open him up, let's have a quick look at the box, and I'm sure you'll agree the box artwork is beautiful. So because we've got him in robot mode on the front, there's the alternate mode. He's obviously a lot darker shade than that, to be honest. That's borderline white near enough, but it is grey white. Obviously that's the original colour. There is the lovely artwork of him on the side, and indeed there is some of the Legacy Evolution artwork on the side there as well. All right then, let's get him out of the box. So here we go. Now I choose to open mine from the bottom, to be honest, just because I think it works a little bit easier, and it tends to cause less damage to him, to be honest. And I'm probably going to jinx myself saying this now. Yeah, so In Demand in the UK at the moment seem to be getting everything really early. So we obviously had Dirge a couple of weeks back, and it's just, I suppose, a little frustrating that everything's being released at different dates. I don't know the exact reasons for that. I wish I did. The only thing that I can think of is, of course, Dirge was just a simple package refresh, so I imagine that was really easy for Hasbro to do, and this guy was just a redeco, so again I imagine that was easy to do, whereas the newer figures, obviously they can finish them up a little bit after. There he is, there's all his accessories, everything looks in good order. I'm going to set him free and we'll do some first impressions. Okay, so he's out of the box, and as you can see, he looks absolutely stunning. There's just something about a black deco that really works on any figure, to be honest, and this guy is no exception. The light blue, I think personally, looks perhaps a little bit better than the red, which you normally would see for a Nemesis Prime figure. The light blue, I think, really works. The head sculpt is spectacular, fully articulate. Yep, just really tight. We know that there's full rotation and articulation in the shoulder. However, that is obviously going to be hindered by some of the Beast alternate mode kibble. I can already see the new, well, the new painted lion's head, which looks way better. There is, of course, a waist swivel. There is a shoulder swivel. There's bicep flexion. There is no wrist swivel, I don't think. No, I don't think there is. And there's, as I said, there's waist, hips, kick to the front, kick to the back, knee bend, ankle tilt and rock. Just stunning, to be honest. So what I normally do with these videos, that's the first impressions. We're now going to have a look at him in his alternate mode, then we'll come back, power him up and do some of the comparisons as well. So let's have a look at him in his alternate mode. Okay, then we're back, and as you can see, he's in his alternate mode. Quick apologies, no transformation process on this video. Couple of reasons for that. One is to keep the main length of this video down, and the second is because I've uploaded a tutorial video for those who want to see it. So rather than me just do it really quick, I've actually uploaded, as I say, a proper tutorial step-by-step video that will hopefully help you guys as well. But anyway, look at this alternate mode. It's brilliant. It totally is. It's so much better than the original. I think the original robot mode is better, but I think the Nemesis looks way better in this particular mode. I think the colour scheme on it just works. You can hopefully see with the camera that it's shining off, got a lovely sheen. Lovely, as I say. It's, I don't know what it is. It's like a metallic turquoisey blue colour for the toes. It looks great. There's articulation there in the jaw. You can open and close that. There's swivels, obviously, on the bottom of the legs. You can move these all the way around, a little bit out to the side as well if you want to. It's not too detrimental either, as in it doesn't look too bad. I think this is probably one of the best animal transformations or animal alternate modes that I've seen, to be honest. And again, you can probably tell that it is a big step up from things like this, which, you know, was only a couple of years ago. and to get the, I know it's a bigger size, but it's still a lot better even than the Tigertron. I've just brought this guy out because he's a deluxe. You can see clearly, as I say, the difference is much better. The head, of course, unfortunately, can't really turn because it's all attached in there. I think the reason why I like the alternate mode for this better than the original owner of the mold is the color scheme. As I say, in robot mode, it's got to be this guy, I think, just edging it. But when you turn this up now, see how all the fists and everything are really noticeable on the original, whereas with the Nemesis, of course, because everything's black, it just tucks it all away a little bit better, and all of the other plastic bits are all black, so it just makes it fit and look much better. Whereas with this, you've got the reds showing, which it's just really apparent when you put these two next to each other. And of course, he's got much better eyes than Leo Prime, of course. Right, let's just move him out of the way for now, because the Evo Fusion gimmick they've got, even though this has got an extra weapon as well, does work on the alternate mode. So we can take the main, we can fold these parts out here from the main, bring this out underneath. We've got an abundance of weapons, to be fair. We've got 1, 2 of these which look to be exactly the same, just with the square attachments. We've got 2 of these with the circular attachments, and then we've got this which you can double up to be a gun, as well as it being 2 separate guns. So you've got a choice of which ones I suppose you want to put in these holes. Now there's 4 holes, even though you can only see 2 now. I'll show you the others in a second. Everything's just a little bit tight because it's a brand new toy, but these do fit in really well, and of course you can turn them up and down, etc., however you want to display it. Now the other 2 are tucked away, hidden into the main there. So if we lift that up, there's 2 more 5mm ports there, and once again you've got the ability to pop the accessories in if you want, like so. I've chose to put them 2 in, but I think actually, I wonder if you're not supposed to at all, but I just wonder, no, you can't either. I was going to say you're definitely not supposed to, but it looked to be the same size. I thought we were going to get an extra little hole there, but we haven't. So there's the Evo Fusion gimmick on this. As I say, you know, I do like it. I think it covers up everything. It's one of the best representations of a beast, shall we say, out of all of the figures that I've seen, especially at a normal, what I mean by normal, at a retail thing. Obviously with the masterpiece you'd expect to be a bit better, but of course that's at a masterpiece price. But there's not much more to say. You can actually hide them there. Yep, you can hide them away. These ones you can't. About this figure in the alternate mode, it is great, it does look good. We're going to come back though for the final time to do the rest of the comparisons, the Evo Fusion in the robot mode, and let's see how he displays there. Okay then, so we're back for the final time with him in his robot mode. Let's see how his Evo Fusion works, and let's do some more comparisons. And you know, I am still struggling with which one I prefer. I do think he's definitely better in the alternate mode, but the robot mode again is still really striking. So I've not taken these out yet, because again I just wanted to show you that you can of course still keep these in. No, I didn't think about that. Oh, there we go with the transformation. But yep, you can keep them in there as well. Now there's an abundance of accessories and I suppose an ammunition that you can now do and display with this particular figure. It's class, to be honest. So what we've got here is, this is the additional thing. We can pop these together. We can have this as a gun, which I'm going to pop in his hand there. To be honest, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close them up. I just wanted to show you that you could do that. I'm going to fold these out here. Again, this was the main, so you can of course attach some weaponry and some arsenal to this as well. But there's also something else that I wanted to show you that you can do as well, and it's quite simple. You got to do is just turn these around at the back and bring it under itself. Let me see if I can remember how to do it. I come from the bottom rather than the top, so you've got that extra claw. You can, if our memory serves me correct, come over the top as well. There's a few different ways you can do it, to be fair, but I like to do it underneath because it's underneath and it's still, as I say, it's still effective as a claw to bring around. There's a couple of ways you can do it. It's all down to personal preference, to be honest. I can then attach, of course, this in his hand still as well. And then, as I say, from the underside, in fact, I'm not going to do it with that. I think, and I'm sure you'll agree, there is more than enough there. Now, also, I was just wondering, this is me just, oh no, maybe you can. because the fists are quite big. Let's see if we can just pop another one underneath at the same time. You can indeed as well. So there you go. You really can completely full power him exactly like that. That one isn't in the instructions. I'm just having a quick look now to see how it's got it. No, it hasn't got that at all. It's also got, of course, I said that you can put them in there if you wanted to. And of course, you could take the ones from Nemesis, sorry, not Nemesis, the original Leo convoy figure there. You can see how I've got them out, but not the claws. I think, again, as I say, maybe the original guy's winning in the robot mode, shall we say. Right, let me just get him to balance quickly. There's so much going on with these figures. That'll do it. I also need to very quickly show you that this chest piece here, there it is, that opens up as well to show you. The only thing is, I'm just a bit gutted, and I hold my hand up with this in honesty, I don't know too much about this as an actual character. I can definitely see me having to go and watch Beast Wars 2 though now because of this. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about him. You can tell that I'm quite impressed with him. Any other things that I just want to do is just show you to give you an idea of scale. So that's a mainline Voyager Optimus Prime. This, of course, is a Legacy Evolution shrapnel, so deluxe. You can see they're much bigger than that. For anybody out there who collects third-party figures, there's not really much point displaying these with third-party figures because they are so much bigger. There's a Magic Square and a New Age figure, but as you can see, way bigger. This figure is stunning, and it's really good, as I say, for a mainline release. Transformation process you'll see in the tutorial. It can be quite tricky. It's 35 steps, so it is quite intricate at the same time as well. But that's all I'm going to say on this figure. I do really like it. Thanks once again to In Demand Toys, who I pre-ordered this from, and as soon as it arrived, they shipped it straight out to me. In the meantime, everybody, this is Nemesis Leo Prime. Let me know what you think in the comments, and take care.